The project partners, with the support of the European for Citizens program of the European Union, are engaging young people across the Western Balkans and Europe in a constructive dialogue about the communist past with a focus in Albania. Due to the COVID-19 restrictions, initially the project has had to adapt to the online reality, but we are happy to confirm that young people have responded well and they are eager to learn, but most importantly to engage online and offline and participate in issues related to a constructive dialogue about the communist past.
Albania's political culture suffers from immaturity, and it dates back to the pre-communist period, where Albania had only shorter than 2 decades time to consolidate its rule of law, to create its institutions, and to create the first signs of its democratization process. Then Albania jumped into the communist period, which was the most totalitarian of all the former Eastern European countries, where basically there was no separation between the public and the private sphere. Albania's totalitarianism was the most autarkic type, and together with Stalin's Soviet Union were the only types of totalitarianistic systems within the communist systems of the former Eastern Europe. After the communist period, Albania suffered from political division, political antagonism, weak rule of law, slow democratization, and of course that reflected in the prolongation of the transition period, which in the case of Albania has lasted more than 3 decades, and we still cannot call Albania's democracy a consolidated democracy.
As a professor of public law, every year I discuss with my students about political regimes, forms of government, and the principles of unity and separation of powers. The Albanian communist experience raises important legal questions on our today understanding of the law. Unfortunately, our recent past isn't enough reflected in our school and university curricula. But without studying the bitter communist past of our country, we cannot understand, appreciate, and enjoy today's democracy, no matter how problematic it may be.